Hal Sparks, Mega Worldwide. I'm your host, Hal Sparks. I will be Hal Sparksing the rest of the night as only Hal Sparks can Hal Sparks. Is there a cat at my door? Or is my kid's VRing up against? I think it might be. I don't know. We'll find out. It's okay. Anyways, in the meantime, and pardon me for chewing gum during the show, but this is my this is the gum I chew when I'm singing to help my voice. So there's a lot. Hold on. There's some. Is someone? Oh my gosh! I know what it is. Murphy, you're trapped. Sorry, buddy. I thought you were Camden trying to get in the office, and you were trapped in the closet. You okay? She went to the gym. She'll be back. Okay. That's hilarious. I was like, why would my kid be trying to get in the door? Because he can just open it. But it was like, I was like, oh, okay, maybe Murphy's trying to get into the so okay. Murphy the cat. If you don't know, we have a cat that can open doors. Long, lanky, long fur, Russian blue. That should tell you something. And he can just straight pull down on these doorknobs, these door handles, and just get in. He's learned how to do it. It's like it's frightening, quite frankly. And it's like, why the hell, and he was trying. He usually doesn't take that much for him to do it. And then I realized he was in the closet. He was in which there's two doors right next to each other. I'm not telling you how my room works. You think I'm nuts? But anyways, you know how to get in, sneak in the middle of the night, give me a fan wedgie. You don't think I'm up to here? Anyways, so he was in the closet asleep, and I apparently shut the door when I was closing the other door because it was just slightly ajar without checking. I should have checked for cat. Happy birthday, Alexa. I'm so glad I unplugged my actual Alexa so that it wouldn't trigger something. So she go, it's actually not my birthday, but thank you very much. Got to show you something though. I just realized before we get started, we're already started, but before we get started with our clips, I should be more clear. Where's this dumbass? Here we go. Check this
Also a
out.
fact.
Okay, hold on. I got to say, Fox in its vain attempt to cover for Elon Musk and do cleanup is getting more pitiful by the day. But let me show you something. This is kind of, yeah, I should be doing the Jesse. Yeah, that's right. I don't even have to do it right now. I don't have to do the voice at all. I can just kind of speak this way. All I need is a slightly macho Minnesota accent. Understand? Wow. So, Hal, are you sure you didn't mistakenly come for chewing tobacco? Yes, I'm sure. It's called airwaves, and apparently, for somebody was asking, this is not I'm not endorsing this. I'm not paid or anything. But apparently, Rob Halford is always chewing a piece of this when he's singing, and he and a singer who loves him, who did Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp, heard about it and then passed that on to me. And so I do chew it when sometimes you'll notice when it's time to do the Sammy Hagar songs in our set, I will pop some of this in my mouth and it works. It does work. I mean, it won't make up for, lack of talent, but it's once you've got the talent, it's the brick on the gas pedal, if you know what I'm saying. All right, let me show you something real quick. Now, these dum-dums over at Fox News are having a real hard time because they're the Trump suck-up network, and yet their entire channel is dealing with his idiotic tariff stuff, and they're pretending not to know better. And they're doing everything they can to avoid talking about the stuff that Trump is fucking up. And one of the ways they're doing that is to go over and gargle Elon Musk's teensy, tiny, dried up raisinette little balls. And O'Leary will elbow people out of the way to do this normally. But even there's something about the business class folks where they can only bullshit so much. Thanks, Randy. I like it too. Again, I'm not letting these assholes take the flag and patriotism and freedom. Fuck off. So, and by the way, Musk said Biden denied SpaceX offer due to politics. No, he didn't. This was always the plan. They rotated the last crew so that they could take 2 fewer people up, and then they used the rocket that was going this time to put the half of a crew up, and then so they could return with the 2 that were supposed to go back and 2 that were waiting to go back. That's how they did it. So, nonsense. This was always the plan under Biden. This was just the timing for it. And you could argue that Musk actually delayed things so, so that Biden couldn't do it, and he could, until the election was over, they could blame it on him. So, is O'Leary Canadian? I don't know. You should know. And he goes, this is about the Tesla stuff. Let me show you something, though.
Engineering, heroic rescue feat yesterday. And then the folks in this country, I guess egged on by one of our governors, who want to destroy the property of the guy who made that rocket go up and come back down.
He did make that rocket go up and come back down. The taxpayer did. And his buddy in the White House gave him, the leeway to do it. And he denied, that he had the ability to do it last year so that it would make it more difficult. Nobody wanted to do the timing of the Boeing thing couldn't work out. It was manipulated. But the point is, he didn't do any of it. Everybody at SpaceX did. Musk has no idea how anything works there. Seriously.
First of all, like most people that are watching both sides of this, I would like to see the law upheld. Arson is a crime. You should go to...
Hey, agreed. As a matter of fact, I think arson is tantamount to attempted murder. Because if you set fire to a building or something next to a building that could cause that building to burn, and there's a security guard in there and they could die, fuck you. Right? I don't care. And again, your form of protest or whatever, that's a totally different conversation. Setting shit on fire anywhere around a place where there are human beings, fuck you. No, 100%. Find another way. Don't. All right? Because Musk isn't anywhere near there. It's not even going to affect him. As a matter of fact, you saved him money because he can write it off as insurance. He might have been losing money on some of these cars or these dealerships, and now he can write it off as an insurance. Pete. Now Murph wants to come back in. Seriously? Murph. What's up, buddy? I know. Hi, buddy. Do you want to come back in? Sorry. Okay. I got to do a show. What are you doing? You don't know? Well, tell me a story. All right, he's going back upstairs. I'll leave the door slightly ajar so he won't have to muscle it so much. What an adorable cat. Anyways, there's a reason why I'm showing you this clip, beyond the fact that watching these dickheads suck up to Elon Musk. That's news.
For that. There's cameras all over those lots. The cars themselves have cameras that record what happens.
Yes, they do. And apparently Elon Musk can turn on the cameras in your car from his desk, whether you know it or not. Isn't that lovely? Yet another reason not to buy a Tesla. He can shut it off without your permission. What the hell? How are maggots okay with any of this? How does this make any sense?
They do.
And I think they should be persecuted relentlessly.
Persecuted? How about just prosecuted? How about just use the legal system? We don't have to poke them with sticks.
For what they're doing, because loss of property is one of the laws.
Hey, look at that fire. Look at that burning car. And the thing. Look up at the corner. Shall I stretch that out so you guys can see better? Can you read that? Right there. Anybody see what that says? See if it shows up in the chat, how long it takes. Uh-huh. Yeah. In case you can't read it and your screen is on, you're on your phone or something, it says Hal Sparks via Storyful, Las Vegas, Tuesday. That means this segment is not only helping me make a living by me mocking it for your benefit so that you can super chat and support and I can break down their talking point and all that stuff. And, you know, as a regular part of my job, it's doing some. Also, they have to pay me for the footage because they had to. I was contacted by Storyful. I don't really care. I don't do this all the time, so whatever. I'm probably getting ripped off, but they're like, "Hey, we noticed your footage in the Review Journal. Can we share it around our rights?" Blah blah blah. And they used all of it. I didn't just upload the one clip that I gave to uh, the Review Journal, which was a shorter one, because like they asked me for it. I was like, "Oh yeah, sure." Um, and Fox 5, I think around here also used it. But when these people asked, I was like, I got like 8 shots. I'm like, just don't use audio of, my family talking. They're like, okay. So there it is. That's the footage that I shot with my cell phone. And while this was going on, my mom wakes us up and um she wakes us up and she goes, "There's a fire." And I'm like, okay, we need some rules. If there is a fire in the house, you say there's a fire. If there's a fire across the street, say there's a fire across the street. You have to follow there's a fire with either emergency status or over there. It's very important. So, anyways, yeah. So, yeah. So, O'Leary here is making me money in two ways right now. I'm profiting off of Shark Tank over here. But don't forget to super chat me. Sorry. Okay.
Support in our democracy. It doesn't matter what party you're on. And I thought,
First of all, party you're in. Also, prosecute, not persecute. Does this guy know how to talk? How did he ever get on television? Secondly, they use a lot of my footage. The last shot is when oh, hi, Murph. Let's try it again. What the heck, dude? Murphy wants to be on tonight's show really badly. Hi, buddy. Come on. It's okay. Murphy. Come here. It's so funny. All right. This is going to be all night, isn't it?
most people would look at that and say, I'm not okay with it. Democrats own these cars, Republicans own these cars.
By the way, can I just say the professional framing here? I mean, you could tell this guy, whoever shot this, is a real director. Look at this, getting the cascade of all of them. You'll notice in another shot, I was filming on this one window, and I was getting a bit of a reflection because it was a double pane piece of glass. I was getting so I'm. Go ahead. Yeah, you're good. I'm not looking, Murph. Go ahead. Just hop back in the closet. All right, fine. I'm gonna shut the other door then. You can just sit in the closet, so I don't have to bother them. You're fine. All right, just relax. That means he's trapped, and I can show him to you in a little bit in between clips. Hang around, like, subscribe, give a thumbs up, support the show. Hal Sparks Mega Worldwide. Also now on Substack and hi Instagram. All right, what site are you guys on? Say it in the chat. I'm everywhere. All right, now,
Criminals,
you'll see that I moved.
They should go to jail. Number one, is he a hero?
Yeah, I agree. If they're criminals, they should go to jail. Way to take an edgy.
Well, apparently the
position.
government couldn't get them back with all the money they gave Boeing. My tax dollars went to Boeing. I didn't want to do
Your tax dollars also went to Musk.
that. They failed at the mission, and a private company happens to be founded by Elon Musk was successful. That's a fact, too. I think we should keep going with Elon because he actually has executional skills while others.
Okay, increasing fire in the back. They're cutting around. I don't like their edits. but I gave them a decent amount of footage. I think they could. I think a crossfade would work really well. I think it's a little jarring when they do that, but I think they want your eyes to go to it. These folks are what? YouTube. Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Don't. And if I were the CEO of Boeing, I would put my head in shame today because
You would put your head in shame while people are persecuted to the full extent of the law, no matter what party they're on. Seriously, what the fuck? I don't understand. Does he smell almonds? Burnt toast? Did someone check on, like, Kevin O'Leary, are you, as a fellow panelist, on any medication that we should be made aware of? Motherfucker.
I could not deliver, and my bird is still on the ground, and his bird.
There it is. That's the cook-off. Did you see that? I got that. Look at that angle. Huh? I mean, obviously, I can't hang off the side of a building. I'm doing it from, down the street over a wall. But that should, that's a pretty nice catch there, don't you think? When the truck
Because
comes up,
I could not deliver,
rolls
and my
over,
bird
and then
is still on the
pow.
ground, and his bird is flying back and forth. Also a fact.
And they ended it. Look at that. That was the big. They had a money shot. They literally money shot it. Yes, Hal didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. Anyways, we don't need to watch any more of this dipshittery, but I'm just saying that they used my footage, and I'm fairly certain. Yeah, look how they play it the whole fucking time, and then they play some, like, a still shot, and then something about the plane, and then there you go, and they talk about it. I have to say, though, where is it? Is it this girl? They go to her. Go to O'Leary, and then her, the Karen, but the official Karen of the show, and then the girl in the pink on the far left, her. This is brutal. I will jump ahead to this because they're all stupid. They're all stupid on this panel. It's amazing. And go watch the clip, please, because it's on the official Fox Business account, and they have to pay me, I think, for the footage used on there as well. Anyways.
Love of the heroism
Yes.
that's happening in this moment.
So this is what I can't figure out. The left used to be peaceful, and now they're advocating for violent protests.
First of all, no. I am not advocating for violent protest. People have been setting shit on fire and spray painting things that, on things they don't like forever. Piss off with the left nonsense. Hashtag Jan 6.
This was the party that used to want to avoid war, and now they're advocating burning things down because my toddler does that. Threatens to burn things down when she doesn't get her way.
Really? Your toddler knows what arson is?
Except that we're 30, 40, 50-year-olds and
That's
not
pretty
2-year-olds.
advanced for a toddler.
You know what I mean, right?
No one knows what you mean, you weirdo.
Threatening to burn things down, but making threats in general.
Yeah, obviously not fire-related threats. So, like, the word poopy comes up a lot, but not actual. I mean, she's not. We're raising a serial killer, is basically.
To celebrate the decline of a stock price, I think the left 20 years ago was pro-capitalism. I would never.
Well, first of all, simmer on the left being pro-capitalism as a thing in general. And it's not the stock market that they're championing the crash of. Nobody really does that except, your far extremes who want the whole thing to burn down, right? For the record. But a stock price for Halliburton, anyone? I've never wanted something with my name attached to it to fall so quickly in my life, except during the fucking Iraq War.
Root for the price of a stock to decline unless the fundamentals tell you that it should go down. You don't.
Yes. By the way, that's just a cherry on top of this turd cake. The fundamentals do suck, dummy. His cars aren't the best. The Cybertruck has a terrible crash record. It's worse than the Pinto. It's the panels are glued on. People are complaining that they're falling off. The bulletproof glass is intermittent, which is really like, you don't want to find that out when it's most tested, just for the record. So, yeah, on top of the fact that he's a Nazi nutcase, the fundamentals also suck.
Do it because you happen to not like the CEO. Okay.
Are you, first of all, everybody goes to Starbucks, and people were calling, like, on the Democratic side of things, for going after Schultz's head for a long time because they believed him to be anti-union and all kinds of stuff. So of course that they've gone against companies or rooted for the stock to go down because they didn't like the CEO. As a matter of fact, who else does anyone know at a company but the CEO? Like, on occasion, I think Delta, when they killed that lady's dog by putting it in with the luggage, is the only time people haven't called for the end of a company or a company stock to tank that wasn't based on the CEO. Thank you, Templeton Zalat. A fair is a veritable smorgasbord, Argus-bard.
Will not get emotional, but there is nothing more emotional than when that capsule hits splashdown and you hear those words from everyone at SpaceX, not Boeing, not NASA, not the U.S. government, from everyone at SpaceX, welcome home.
I know, brought a tear to my eye. It really did. Unlike all the other times they do it.
That should be the global unifying.
That's not good. You don't want to show it the 3-year. That's where it started, way over there. Even at its height, it was starting to get back to where it started. It looks like it's headed towards territory it was in 23. That's not good.
Message of all of this, that he managed to do something that no one else right now can do.
Right now. I think that's good. I think right now is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Also, NASA, yeah.
Bezos is a little far behind, but he's not there. Virgin Galactic's a little far.
That shark is a little far behind. Did you see that guy? The heck? Look at this.
Bezos is a little far behind, but he's not there.
I'm kidding. It's dolphins. They're fine.
Virgin Galactic's a little far behind, but he's not there. So he literally, Elon Musk, is the only one who can do it. And I love this story. I love the splashdown. I think it's an incredible moment for innovators and dreamers all over the world.
There were some dolphins.
Yeah, because there's no innovators or dreamers that work at NASA. Sorry, NASA.
To welcome them.
There were dolphins welcoming home. I think the control room looks exactly like the control room of our producers. You see him back there with all over the computers. It's incredible.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You see them in the back there, our producers all over the computers. Yeah, you do. Also, what time have they moved Little House on the Prairie to a new time slot? I can't keep up with the must-see TV schedule right now, ma'am. Good Lord. Is that outfit made of gingham?
Just make one comment also. This isn't the first time we've heard an emotional welcome home like that. This is one example of it, but I believe it was when Rick Rennell went down to get the captives in Venezuela,
right,
where he said, I'm a diplomat, I'm paraphrasing, and I'm here to take you home.
Yes.
We're seeing this happen in so many different instances.
Yeah. You mean like Brittany Griner? Or obviously not.
Well, it's a great public-private.
Or the Iranian hostages, where Biden literally bait and switched the Ayatollah. He's like, yeah, we'll give you the $6 billion. You give us our hostages. Cool. $6 billion, hostages first. I mean, people over money. We can agree, right? People over money. Yeah, we're going to keep the money. Fuck you. That's what happened.
Collaboration that we should be celebrating. This Elon burn the car stuff, this is direct derivative of Doge, which does not stop. I mean, he's agnostic.
Is it? What? Okay. He's gone from fucking up colloquialisms to just gibberish.
This is direct derivative of Doge, which does.
This is, I think he means direct, but direct derivative of Doge. It wouldn't be a derivative of Doge. It'd be I guess a result of Doge, or a consequence of no. Oh, fuck me. Like, this is awful.
Not stop. I mean, he's agnostic to all this criticism because he keeps publishing all the waste every day, and people are.
Yeah, and the New York Times and yours truly keep going through it and pointing out there isn't any waste. He's lying. He's taking credit for shit that Biden cut.
Freaking out about it, while they shouldn't be. It's their tax dollars being spent in nefarious ways in some cases.
Nefarious ways. Yes, that whole like USAID feeding people and working towards equality in foreign countries where our diplomats have to be, some of whom are shocking women.
And wasteful and other. It's really hard to understand the psyche here and how this got politicized. Hi, I'm cutting waste out of your government. I don't care what party you're involved with. I'm saving your family money. I just saved people from outer space, and you want to burn my company to the ground?
Yeah, I mean, when you put it in simple terms like that, I mean, what were we thinking? I mean, the only way that would make sense is if that's not at all what's happening. Dumb fuck. The fuck out of here. He's just trying to help us, everybody. He's trying to help. And you're being mean. Well, anyway, I didn't realize he was trying to cut waste and abuse. I thought he was just using the waste, fraud, and abuse as cover to cut programs that he is against, largely for racist, sexist, anti-gay reasons, and then in the interim, using it as as cover to get access to our treasury computers and everybody's private information. Fuck me, I don't even know where I got that idea.
I think there's a little readjustment necessary here, and the way to get it going.
Oh, sorry, you're going to send us to re-education camps? Is that what kind of readjustment do we need? Mr. CCP?
Let's get some images of these people who did these crimes on their way to prison for a long time. Yeah. Let's bring that back.
Yeah, it'd be a great idea. The thing that I filmed that you used the footage of happened Tuesday. I hope the person is caught. I'm not for people setting giant fires, especially to electric vehicles with batteries that cook off like that, near anywhere anyone lives or works as a night watchman and is sitting in the office waiting to make his second rounds when the roof of the fucking building catches fire. I'm against that. But maybe, just maybe, catch them, try them, and then they go to jail, as opposed to just fucking perp walking somebody when you don't even know who it is yet. Hey, especially, I think this person should go to jail, especially if it's Musk's operatives who are trying to save him money by faking these attacks to gain sympathy and to burn his places, burn cars up for the insurance money. What a great opportunity. Right? I have no doubt some of them are legit. I think it's crisis actors. I got to say, I don't even know that that's a real Tesla place. I think they found a building with burning cars in front of it with the word resist spray painted on it, and they just put the Tesla logo on top of it. I mean, as far as I know. I love Tesla. All right.
That's what we do in our society. We punish criminals that steal and burn, and they got to go to.
You're right. What better description of our society? We punish people that steal and burn. I had a rash. It stole and burned. Thanks, ointment.
Jail. Yeah. I mean, that's it.
Well, the good news is the astronauts came home.
You're right. That is the good news. Thanks, man. Fuck you guys. I was just going to show you guys the fact that, they used my footage. And sorry, Fox, you might not like me. As a matter of fact, I know you don't like me, but you need me. You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall. So you said grave danger. I said, is there another kind? So anyways, I like any clip where I can get paid twice in theory. I don't know how much. I'll probably get 15 cents, but still, I don't, they asked, to be truth be told, the company that does it asked for my PayPal email. So I'm not expecting a large amount of money. But it's on their website and on there, and it loops. I don't know if it goes by viewership on there. Let's see how many. That video has 66,000 views. I would think I should get a, piece of it. When do you think? Right? Might have a lawsuit against Fox News coming up. Just saying.